This computer terminal provides full access to the LCARS computer net.
Hey guys, welcome to the LCARS EDV South Space channel. Welcome aboard. Well, let's do just a little discussion about the new FSE250e. This is its first trail ride. I have had it on my buddy's enduro track a couple of times already, but this is like the first local trail ride I got to take it on. It's got some hill climbs and some nice double track trails, and got to really test out the engine a little more on some inclines, some good hills, and well, I gotta say, this bike is delivering. I'm really happy with my purchase here. So I'm loving this bike, and I'm just really happy with it. It just feels so light and flickable, and that's what I wanted. I'm loving this engine. I'm loving the power output, the torque it has. I would say it's probably maybe 80% of the 300R I had, but it's got all the power you need. So I got the advanced timing flywheel key in there, so it gives it a little more oomph. So yeah, so I wanted to talk about a couple of things I really like. So for those of you who are just new to GPX and just kind of browsing the bikes and just got some questions in the bikes, so let's suspension is SEZ on these bikes. It's great. It's freaking awesome. Soaks up all the bumps, jumps, and whoops. Tracks very well, very adjustable. The SEZ suspension is very good. I have WP forks on my TSE250R. Now the WP is definitely a little better, but it's not light years better. So the SEZ suspension is really good, guys. So if you're thinking like, oh, this Chinese bike, it's probably got some crap suspension on it. Nope, this suspension is good enduro suspension. No need to upgrade. Let's talk about the engine. The engine has lots of torque and lots of power. Not overly powerful. It's not going to be a wheelie machine for sure. Very linear, and yeah, just a great engine. I love this air-cooled engine. This is a gem, guys. If you are overlooking this bike because it's air-cooled, you are missing out. I'm loving everything about this bike. I see the upgrades they've made, the little fine things I see on the bike this year. I can see that they've just fine-tuned the bike, just the bolts, the little things they added for the plastics, and I can tell just every year it's just got some new refinements. I'm glad to see GPX is every year updating the bike. This is not your typical Chinese bike. A lot of guys on the they come to the GPX Facebook group and they compare these bikes to the SSRs and Chinese bikes, kind of like that. These bikes are not a comparison to the SSRs. They are not even close. These bikes are full-on enduro bikes, and they just are light years better than those bikes. They got better parts on them, better suspension, better everything on them. I know they might have similar power plants, but these bikes are way better. So let's talk about, well, what else we got here? So it's got, look at, it's got LED light. I'm probably draining my battery right now. I changed, it comes with flag handguards, but I put some Cherubies on there. These are great handguards. They fit right on the bike. No bending necessary. Oh, over there they got the, we're testing the hot rods over there. And well, you got a skid plate on there. You got great brakes here. The SEC brakes are freaking awesome. These are some of the best brakes I've ever had. I've had quite a few bikes, and these brakes that come on these GPX bikes are top notch, guys. And well, what else can we talk about here? I love the plastics on them. I love, they're KTM, the 21s and up, 21.5s and up. And so it's got KTM type plastics on here. Seat's a nice seat. Comes with a dual sport kit. If you want to put your blinkers on there and mirrors, it comes with all that stuff. That's cool. So if you want to plate it, I got mine plated and street legal in New York. All my GPX bikes have been easily plated in this state. I'm not saying that's every state, but you can always go the Vermont or South Dakota route if you really need to, if your state's kind of weird about it. And this year I got a disc guard, which is cool. That's new this year. The chain is a top-notch O-ring chain. Very nice chain. Great rims. The 250e has cast hubs as compared to the billet hubs on the 250R and the TSE. On the 300, those have billet, but I tell you, I don't really care. It looks awesome. The rims are, I believe they're a Warp 9 Enduro rim, just not marked, I believe so. They look identical, so these rims are awesome rims. The, what else can we talk about, guys, here? So, fuel tank, I think it's got 2.6 gallons, enough to get you all day long going on this bike here. Look at the, look at that dash. It's cool. It's got, you know, how fast you're going. You got your RPMs on there, your trip odometer, your gear selector. It tells you what gear you're in. It tells your battery voltage. So it's one of the awesomest LCD dashes I've had on a bike, you know. And look at that. And in the suspension, you got bleeders on your forks there. So that's pretty cool. I mean, I don't even have those bleeders on my WP forks. What else can we talk about here? I just love this bike, guys. It's just a freaking awesome bike. I think I can only come up with a couple of nitpicks, really. The only thing I don't really like is I wish the plastic here was a little bit more like a KTM, because you can't fit the grab bar on here. The KTM grab bar should fit, but the plastic is different right here where it doesn't. This plastic on the GPS just keeps going where the KTM would stop right here. So I bought a grab bar for it, and I'm gonna adapt it. I just gotta get some different bolts or whatever, but I think it'll fit. So I hope GPS kind of updates this plastic to fit a grab bar on there from a KTM. And I'm trying to think if one other nitpick. I think the carb is probably a decent carb, but it's a little finicky. So I'm gonna play with it a little more, try to really tune it here. It's a good carb. It just seems a little finicky, but we're just give it a little more time and a little more fooling around with the jets and see if we can get it straightened out. I think I got it straightened out right now, but we'll see. We'll give it some time there. But I got 60 miles on this bike right now. I'm loving the bike. Its road manners are great. I actually think the road manners on this are better than the 300Rs. A little smoother. This bike here, it rides better than the 300R, I think, as far as a single track bike. It feels flickier and lighter. It just feels so much lighter than the 300R. It really does. I can't say if it's like pound for pound a lot lighter than that. I know it is lighter, but I don't know how many pounds lighter it is. I think GPX says this is like 240 something, I think. I'm not sure if that's with fuel or not. I think it is. I'm not positive. Anyways, this bike feels light. It rides light, so flicky. It's almost flicky like my FSE250e, honestly, by two-stroke. So this is just a fantastic bike, guys. So if you're new, you're on the fence about GPX, all the bikes are quality bikes. They're just freaking awesome bikes, all-around bikes. Just go for it, guys. So if you guys have any questions, just give me a shout out in the forum or on the YouTube channel. Just go ahead and ask any questions, and you know, just do your research. I got a lot of videos on these bikes. I'm very happy with them. This is my third bike. I hope you guys give GPX a shot. These are great bikes. This is the working man's dirt bike, and this one specifically is the XR that Honda never built with E-Start. So, all right, guys, this has been a short video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Live long and ride.